Hello everybody, welcome back to some Borderlands. Now, I did some work in between parts. As you can see, I am level 61, and I finally went and got another controller, so all we have left for achievements is kill Cromrax, kill the loot midgets, and complete all missions in the secret armory. Now, it turns out that one of the quest chains starts over here, apparently. And I hope it's over here anyway. It said lower right. But yeah, I finished playthrough 2, which is also why I got some new weaponry. Got a new Hellfire. The fire rate isn't great, but it does 100 more damage than the last one. So as you can see, at least for here, it's more than enough.
Time to pound some meat puppets. Somebody's
But yeah, I couldn't help it. I was trying to keep higher fire rate one, but 100 more damage was just too good to pass up. And considering that I have that skill that increases the fire rate anyway, it's not that bad. Okay, now, need to find this little dickhead. So yeah, there's supposed to be a quest chain. That started by a little midget dude here. And I say quest chain, it's 2 quests. And I'm pretty sure it said in the lower right hand camp. But I don't see it, and a lot of people online do get their lefts and rights mixed up, so maybe it isn't here. I was hoping that it would just have, you know, an exclamation point on the map, but I guess that's too much to ask for. So now I don't know. So now I gotta fucking okay. Because his name is Thirsty the Midget. Borderlands, Thirsty the Midget. Lower right hand side of the map. Oh. In the sunken sea. In a shack under Hyperion board in the lower right hand side. But it also says it's marked by a $sign. I mean, I don't see a Hyperion billboard. Fuck me, I don't know where the hell this little prick is. And unfortunately, it's not showing me more than the one picture. Okay, well that I would not consider lower right. Also, it's not on my map. It's apparently right here, which, I don't know. What about you guys? Would you call that lower right? I mean, I guess technically, but if somebody says lower right to me, I'm going to be going to the lower right. It's also very annoying that that the DLC quest markers, you know, like the little exclamation point when there's supposed to be a new quest in an area. It's kind of disappointing that those don't seem to work in any of the DLCs for some reason. Hello, hello. Alright, restore the flow of purple juice to the midgets. Now, assuming that this is all within this region, we'll do it first because his second quest will apparently lead us to our last loot midget. And then we'll have that achievement. And then we can clean up the rest of them. And then kill Cromarax. It's kind of weird that they have an achievement to kill Cromarax. And then a separate achievement to complete all the missions. When one of the missions is to kill Cromarax. And it just seems like if you were going to put in a mission to kill Cromarax, that you would just need the complete all missions achievement, because that means that you did in fact kill Cromarax. Now, granted, you could always kill Cromarax without the quest. But it just seems well, I guess not necessarily unlikely. I mean, I would imagine people who have played the game before may not care to do all of the missions, but do want to kill Cromarax, I guess. And I guess there's always the chance that you kill Cromarax before completing all the missions. Like, we're gonna do that mission last, but I guess not everybody would, right? I don't know why I was going over to the chest. I don't need anything from it. Okay, so that's one. Next one's over there. But yeah, this guy gives us 2 quests. And the second one brings us here. So, I had something very weird happen to me while I was getting my play with at least 2 other people achievement. I went and got my old Xbox controller, or my old Xbox One controller, and by old I mean the one that came with my original Xbox One that I bought, which was like the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Xbox. Was it Advanced Warfare? Maybe Advanced Warfare, whatever it was, the one where you had the exosuits. And alright, listen here, you fucking pricks. So, you know, whatever, get it plugged in. I think I have a bad battery that just doesn't have a charge anymore. And it's like, it's a rechargeable battery, which is why I say it's bad, that it doesn't have a charge anymore. Because it just wasn't working at all. But then, whatever, change out the battery. And, get the controller turned on. It's all good. Get it synced up to the Xbox. And the controller turns on just fine. It syncs just fine. And then, it turns off. And it's like, all right, why did you just turn off, right? Well, don't know why it turned off, so turn it back on and it won't stay on. It turns on, connects to the Xbox, immediately shuts off. So I change out the batteries. That was when that's how I figured out that I had the bad battery. Whatever, change out the battery, get new ones in there, turn it on. It, for some reason, won't connect. Like, it just flashes and won't connect to the Xbox. So I was like, all right, let me just try and sync it again. So I hold down the sync button on the controller, and it starts flashing in a very weird way. Like, not in the way that an Xbox controller flashes when it's syncing. You know, it was like significantly faster than that, and instead of just like blink, 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 it was like blink, 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 blink. Like, it was very weird. So I futz around with it for a bit, because, you know, I could go and get another controller, but, you know, I already had this one. So screw that noise. That's 2 flights of stairs to get another one. And, I finally get it to connect, finally get it to work, get it into the game, and then, you know, I'm on the screen, and I'm on one that's like this, that looks like this, right? It's asking me which one to choose. And for some reason, it was here. And it was flashing, right? And I'm like, that's weird. Because whenever I would hit up, it would go up, but as soon as I'd let go, it would go back down. And it was sitting in the middle, because, like, you can go lower than this, you can go higher than this. But for some reason, the controller was holding it there, almost like it was very rapidly up and downing. So quickly. Right? That it, like, so quickly that it wasn't even moving. Like, that's how fast it was going. Could not get it to work at all. So I ended up shutting it off, turning it on, and it kept doing it. And I couldn't figure out why. And then at one point, took the batteries out, put the same batteries back in. It was fine. No idea. It took me probably, because as you saw there, I have 3 different accounts on, or 3 other accounts on this Xbox. Only one of those is a real account. One of them is the account that my mother used when we were playing Lego games together, and a couple other games, but mainly Lego games. And the other 2 are just nonsense that I made up for Borderlands, actually, because the Lucy Mornstar one I made to get the co-op achievements for, like, beating the boss and what is it? Beat a boss in a co-op game, complete like 15 missions in a co-op game, that stuff. And then the Uncle Asmo one I just made, well, yesterday, to get the play with 2 other people one. Because you can't use guest accounts on Borderlands for some reason. But yeah. So all in all, making the account, getting the controller to work in that, it probably took me about 10 minutes to get everything finally sorted so that I could get 3 people into the same game, or 3 accounts into the same game. And the achievement popped before we could even, like, before I could even move a character. Like, that's how quickly the achievement popped. Like, it took me 10 minutes to set up 5 seconds worth of a game. He seems to be much happier now that the flow of purple juice has been restored. Chiquito Amigo. You've learned from Thirsty that the midgets in the area used to run with Sledge before someone killed him. Ooh, no, who did that? They revered him greatly and took his body to their best scientists. Something went wrong with their attempts to revive and improve him, and he is now on the loose, rampaging through the region. The bandits in the region have dubbed him Motorhead. The midgets would like your help to finally put him out of his misery. Okay, so in this garage, is apparently a dumpster that our last loot midget will spawn out of. Also, where is that? If that's the Ridgeway. Yeah, we'll go do it just since it's an achievement. And the Ridgeway, I do believe, is the yeah, I think the tollway is the other direction. So I think this one is the Ridgeway. If it isn't, then we'll do it after. But I want to say the Ridgeway is right here. Yeah. And to be fair, if it's too far down the Ridgeway, we'll do it after anyway, since we got to come back this way. Let's see where. Okay, yeah, we'll do it after. Whoops. Because that's way too far. I'm not driving all that way just to come back to the sunken sea and do it there. Because we'll do Circle of Duty. Because that at least is over here. And we can knock that out and then grab that on the way back, which will get us an achievement. And I think that this is that dude there is the only one that we were missing quest wise. I think the rest of the quest chains we already have started because we have Marcus's which we'll do as we're going back across the Ridgeway. Hopefully we'll get the right combination of Crimson Lance guys in order to get that knocked out. And then I think Moxie. Stain room, yeah, right. That one's for Moxie. That one's just a bounty board one. Yeah. So I think we're good for missions. At least I hope so. Cause yeah. And then yeah, we should be able to finish with Cromax. I don't know if we'll be able to get to Cromax in this part. I guess it really, like, this is probably going to be like the longest quest chain of them. Oh, nice. Hell, with Crimson Lance in here, maybe we'll be able to get it right here then. I want to say, yeah, that we finished the Shock Troopers. Oh, I think that was a pyro. Oh yeah, also I got this pistol. Because apparently Cromrax is like immune to elemental damage. So it's like better to have a high damage, just like a single high damage shot. Or like unelemental shot at him. And that popped up and it's like 800 damage a shot, which is pretty damn good, so. Okay, there's all the badass guys that we need. Alright, I'm gonna come up there and get you guys. I don't know why the first shot seems to be doing so little. Oh, nice. Every once in a while, man, that damn it. Yeah, every once in a while, that like aim assist really fucks with you. Okay, and how are we doing on the mop up? We still need 2 more pyro, 3 more chemical, and 8 more jetpack. Man, there's not really a good place to get the jetpack ones. I mean, there's obviously a couple of locations where you get them to appear, but the most I can think of at any one location is like 4. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll throw a bunch of them at us for this. Okay, there's the chemical trooper. 2 more of those. I say how much I hate the pyros. Hey, you get out from me. Oh, come on. Like how I had the gun pressed up against that guy's chest and somehow missed him twice. That's impressive, to say the least. Yeah, I don't need shock troopers either. Send some more. More pyros. I need more pyros. Good lord! Look, like every once in a while, my shots just do like 0 damage for some reason. It's very weird. Hang on. Why I tell you can't go behind the door. Get. My bunnies are out playing. Since I'm home alone all day, I can't really take them down to their play area because they will be unsupervised. But that means that they're running around my room, which is fine. There's nothing really that they can get into, but for some reason, they have a fascination with getting behind the door. Which, to be fair, is normally closed when I record, but once again... I'm home alone, so there's not really any worry about noise. Also, I got a new one of these, which is the ammo regen, the savior or whatever. And, as you can tell, it fires a lot of bullets. It, because it's 137 times 2 damage. So it fires 2 shots at once. Oh, whoops. Open fire! Right. And I guess it's probably the better option for this, just because it, just because it can also damage the fire guys, so. But yeah, the bounciness is really something, and the fact that it fires out too makes it a little bit ridiculous. Because yeah, it just like sweeps an area pretty decently. And it adds ammo regen on top of my ammo regen. So even though that it has 21 ammo regen, and so does my my class mod, as you can see, it still can't keep up. Like, look at how long it still has to regen for. Alright, final round. Probably. Most of these only have 3. I mean, at range, it's absolute trash, admittedly. But if you have like a group of them, or they're even somewhat close together, it's usually pretty decent. You know, the weird thing is, though, is I feel like because it's happened on 2 of them now, it's got to have something to do with the, guy over there? It is. Like, it's got to have something to do with whatever the savior modifier is or whatever. But I've seen bandits with guns that fire in the same, like, weird spirally way. And, the first one of them that I got, I want to say it was, like, also explosive. It didn't do that from what I remember. It just fired in a straight, you know, normal gun way. I will say, after doing all of those rounds in, oh, nice, there are some jetpack guys. In the Underdome, and not having them drop any guns whatsoever, it is nice to see them dropping guns. Kind of sucks, though, that the badass Rocketeer doesn't count towards it. I only need 1 more, though, so nice. Alright, cool, so that's the mop-up done. Very handy. That we completed that at the same time. Wow. That turret got destroyed as he deployed it. Oh, there's some guys over here too, eh? Oh my god, I didn't know there one up there. Oh, look at that, a Lance Royal Guard. I don't think we've seen one of those since the, that one boss fight, right? I do not recommend doing this on if they're going to be even relatively close to the same level as you, though. Just running straight up into their face. That would probably not end well for you. Oh, good lord. A fucking Lancer, really? Gonna throw vehicles at me? I also, to level up, I farmed the Iridian guys just outside the bowl after I defeated the last boss, obviously, so that they were all leveling with me. Yeah, they provide some pretty damn good XP. The Arch Guardians, though, still a giant pain in the ass, even with a shock weapon. Because I had a shock SMG that was basically the same as this. My Hellfire here, it didn't do quite as much damage, but the fact that it was dealing shock damage helped quite a bit. Alright. Oh, look at that, a Spectre class mod. Oh god, there's still more. Alright. Did not expect that. This is the only one that's went over 3 rounds, isn't it? Besides the Underdome nonsense. Okay, well. I'm kind of wondering now, because I don't know if Marcus has more quests after mop-up. I mean, I know he has at least one more because I do believe that um, after that he's gonna send me to the back to the armory. To do another sweep of the place, another timed sweep of the place. Not that it really matters to us, because nothing in there is going to be worthwhile for us. So I might just make it a challenge, or a personal challenge, to see how many containers I can get open.
Recharging!
Apparently it's really easy to bug that out as well. If you, because you have to start the countdown yourself, and then if you use the glitch, obviously the countdown doesn't start. But once you do the glitch, if you get close to the elevator, I think I explained a little bit that you don't want to get close to the elevator. But if you don't get close, or if you do get too close to the elevator, it'll actually complete the second mission objective and lock out the countdown timer, preventing you from finishing that objective. Good lord. It was just you. Yeah, it must have been that guy, because that guy's gun sounds different. You know, those Lancers, even if they were the same level as me, I feel like it still wouldn't be, like, they still wouldn't add that much of a challenge, like, besides a distraction. Like, all that would basically make me do is make sure, like, the only thing I'd have to watch for is being run over. Because I feel like their actual gun on there fires too slowly and is too inaccurate. What do you need, Anju? And is too inaccurate because it has such a delay. Weird. Don't take very much damage after your shield goes away. Yeah, very weird. Anyway. Who is you? Yeah, you're not recharging nothing. Okay, you... Oh, another badass. Yeah, I feel like if there is another... Oh, they got different swords. That's cool. Good lord, this is a long ass. But yeah, I feel like if Marcus has another quest after this to, like, just kill random Lance members, or random amounts of the Crimson Lance, I'm gonna be fairly annoyed at myself. But at the same time, I would have to go all the way back, which is the downside, obviously, of this DLC. I would have to go all the way back to T-Bone Junction to turn in the quest, to get the next one, to then come all the way back here and do this round. So it's like, ugh. Like, what a pain in the ass that would be. Come on, just die. Thank you. Throw more badass guys at me, which is fine. Apparently there's one gun in this game. I think it's a sniper rifle. And it has some kind, I think it's a, I don't remember if it's a legendary or pearl scent one. But apparently it's got this one weapon part on it that basically makes the accuracy pointless. Because it just hits where the dot is, so it doesn't matter what other things get put on that gun to change its accuracy. It will always hit right where it is with no sway whatsoever. Oh my god, there's another one? Man, I'm glad I have ammo regen. Or this would be a giant pain in the ass. Let me get some tea here before we start. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely going to be at minimum 2 parts to finish this. And if it does only take 2 parts, then, you know, I'll, well, then you'll be watching this on a Tuesday instead of a Monday. And I'll just swap it with Lego again. Because, I mean, I could leave it on the Monday and then the Wednesday and then just start Batman on Friday, but, you know, I like to keep my things week to week. So. Oh, I didn't quite kill him before he got launched over. It would be nice if these bullets actually like were heat seeking. I don't think there's actually like a way to say that the way I was going there. Because that would be cool. Granted, very overpowered. But, you know. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck killed me? Like, look at how much, like, they're not even affecting my shield. So, literally, why do I keep randomly dying? Was I standing next to barrels and didn't realize it again? Did they spawn? Well, no, because that wouldn't make sense. I was gonna say, did they spawn another Lancer vehicle? That ran me over, but I was up on the stairs, so obviously it didn't hit me there. I mean, was I just being shot that much? Or what? Like... And full health. Charging! Oh, there's a Lancer. Yeah, like, I don't know... What the hell just killed me? Like, look, even that took more than one shot to down me. And since, you know, my shield comes back as I killed... Like, one of those guys must have had some kind of fucking super gun or something like that. I really don't know. I mean, granted, I wasn't really paying attention to my health. Maybe there was just that many guys firing at me at once. But yeah, I don't know. That was super weird. Because look, even this guy firing at me, he's a badass, and he's got nothing. Which is why, like, I'm always surprised when I go down, outside of when I'm, at least not, when I'm not in a vehicle. If I'm in a vehicle and go down, it's like, alright, vehicles are paper mache. They don't last at all. But just, like, running around like this, in, like, against guys that are, like, I'm very over-leveled for this. Oh, you know what? I should have used the shock guy. Seen if he could get rid of my shield since he was doing shock damage. Yeah, but that's just it, right? It isn't even just that my shield went down. I straight up died. Like, my health and shield both. Which is what made it so fucking weird. Okay, come here, shock guy. Yeah, look, like even like the two shock dudes, like the badass one and the regular shock dude, barely dented my shield. Like, see, look. Like, barely anything. And that guy was a badass, along with his turret. Like, I really don't get it. Which, to be fair, has been most of my deaths. Basically after we beat the boss. Because I guess, well, no, because I guess in the Claptrap DLC, the guys were still more or less, they were still close to my level, right?
I'm really good at this.
I guess my ricochets killed that dude. So I mean, we may have went down there due to just like sheer numbers and whatnot, but definitely after the Claptrap DLC, I didn't expect anybody to actually kill me. Okay, I need to get a better angle on this. Nope. Is that it? Yeah. See, they're throwing some shock ring grenades on me. Yeah, your shield's pretty much guaranteed to be empty like immediately. Oh. But see, look, even staying in the middle of all these badasses, I still didn't go down. So yeah, I don't know.
Well, it acted tough.
This game's weird sometimes. Sometimes it just feels like the game's like, you know what? You haven't died in a while. There you go. Die. Go down. I mean, I can hear a chemical guy firing.
That was it?
Which obviously wasn't you. Oh, there you are. Oh, and there's a shock guy. There we go. Alright, Medal of Duty. That sounds like it should be the final one. 5 rounds is pretty good. Yeah, there we go. And see, 5 rounds was fine, you know? Didn't need more than that. That was fun. There was a lot of enemies. That was a good arena. Why couldn't Moxie do that? Why'd they gotta make even like the baseline one fucking 25 rounds? I'll keep the Spectre class mod. I mean, it's only level 29, but, you know, I'll still keep it because it's better than any other Spectre class mod I have. Never saw one of those drop in the Claptrap lair. In the Claptrap gift shop.
Let's get some wheels.
Which was weird. But then again, I know that there are some class mods that only drop from specific places. Like, for example, Mordecai has a Luchador class mod that he can get, but it only drops from that Luchador midget, as far as I'm aware. So if you want, and as you saw, not a guaranteed drop. Since we killed him and that is not what we got from him, so that's gotta suck if you want that. Once again, I think it's like a melee focused class mod, but like if that's what you're going for, that's gotta fucking suck. Because I'm pretty sure that's the only guaranteed spawn of him. And it's in the lockdown palace. Like, you gotta go so far. Because if he didn't drop it, you'd then have to close the game and reopen it, or exit, save and exit. And then go back in, and then it would spawn you back at T-Bone Junction. And you'd have to drive all the way back over here for it. Like, no wonder people made and use the fucking save editors for Borderlands games. Because, I mean, not only will you potential. Why is this barricade here?
Release is at hand.
But
Please stand by.
why?
At Atlas, safety is our primary concern.
Well, I'm not fucking going on foot. Screw that. And that bullshit. I mean, I don't know why the road is suddenly no longer cleared. Pricks. I guess we'll go turn in Marcus's quest first, then, since we're back at T-Bone Junction. Fucking ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm also kind of disappointed that we don't have just the regular runner here.
Hi there. Welcome.
Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
Let's get out of here.
Because, I mean, let's face it, the racer is like barely changed from the regular runner. All they did was make it faster and give it a shittier boost. That, you know, makes it go out of control when it runs out.
Give us your hungry, and we'll give them our leftovers.
Alright, the Supermarket Suite. Have another run through the old Lance Armory. However, his rules are the same. You only have a short time before being kicked out.
We are
So yeah, this is how you get back into it.
Atlas.
If you want to make sure that you complete it. I do believe that we're still going to have to fight Nox again when we go through, but, you know, he wasn't, obviously I'm still over-leveled, and in fact more over-leveled than I was last time, so. We should tear through him pretty quickly. You need to be in a vehicle in order to leave T-Bone Junction. Do you really? Can I not activate that from outside the vehicle? That'd be weird. I mean, I'd be fine with it, but... You know what? I've been curious. I want to see what's down here. I've driven past it so many times now. And never went to... And, you know, never really thought twice about it. But now I'm curious. With my luck, it'll be something that I'll need to come and do at some point anyway. And that kind of looks like it, right? I mean, it's got like a bunch of bullets pointing this way. Yeah, I wonder if I will be sent here at some point. Because it is kind of weird. Oh well. Whatever. Let us go get us an achievement, and then I'll see how long we've been going for. And either we'll end the part there, or we'll have been going for so long that I'm just gonna continue recording and cut it when I'm done. See, My other runners never do that. Oh, this pathway. Wow, there's a lot of fucking Lancers here. That seem to not care. Like, it's kind of weird, right? Like, that the Lancers just drive by with not a care in the world. Science notes. Well, now we're... Oh! Remember when I said I wonder if we're gonna get sent here at some point? Well, as it turns out... That's weird. I swear I did not know that. I mean... I really was just curious. But yeah, apparently that's what's in there is Motorhead. Who's apparently Sledge, which I also did not know. Do you think this was their inspiration to make the Ned DLC? Brought Sledge back to life, so they're like, you know what? Zombies. Oh my god. Oh, if I can hit it. Alright, open up. Oh, he's got like a fucking turret on his head. Oh.
That's it.
I mean, look, I'm over leveled, but if that's the way he reacts to fire, it does not matter. The Urban Masher, 114 times 7. I'll take that. Why not? Detonating death. Nah, I'll leave that one. Alright, now apparently... Heyo! Achievement! Sneaky little buggers. Killed each of the loot midgets. It's kind of weird that that's a rare one, because, I mean, once again, they have guaranteed spawns. Like, there's realistically no reason for somebody not to get that one. I mean, unless they just don't play the DLC, I mean... But then again, this is Game of the Year edition. It's not like... Because, like, whenever I play a game that has DLC, and then I get into the DLC and, like, all the achievements are rare, it's like, alright, that makes sense. You know, maybe not many people bought the DLC or something, you know? So I don't really think anything of it. But, like, this... while I still call it DLC, it came with the game. Like, anybody who owns this game has this DLC with it. So, you know, it's kind of weird to me when there's rare achievements in stuff that came with the game at release. Because it's like, why didn't you finish playing the game? Now, granted, that one, you know, maybe it's just somebody playing the game naturally without, you know, going for achievements and whatnot, and they just happen to not open up the correct things to find them, which is fine. I mean, by the time you get here, I mean, I didn't really... I mean, like, the Ned DLC, I stopped looting stuff because I didn't need it, and, you know... Oh my god, and really, it's... Why is it blocked off again?
Atlas guarantees that you will be satisfied with your cause of death.
Like, what a giant pain in the ass. Why is it re-blocked off? I was driving through here. At the beginning of this part, I drove through here. Yeah, I have no need to deal with any of you assholes. Like, what the absolute fuck?
The Atlas Corporation
I
would
really
like to ask
don't
for your cooperation in this
understand why the,
partnership for tomorrow today.
why the fucking road is blocked again. Get up the stairs, Lilith. so annoying. I was so happy the first time I drove through here and, you know, it wasn't blocked off anymore. I could just drive. Could just go through like it was nothing, you know? And the game was like, what, you enjoyed that? Well, too bad. Too bad. You don't get to enjoy that. Now you gotta fucking make the fucking 50-year run to it. I mean, look, like they even have the vehicle points still marked on the map. But I mean, they're clearly not there. Because, you know, they're not there when the road is blocked off. Finally. Back on the road. And the worst part is all we're doing right now
Let's get some wheels.
is just going to turn in the quest. Like, we're not even, like, we're going there, and then I'm just going to have to save and exit to get back to T-Bone Junction. Because I'm not going back across this. And I would really like to know, maybe I'll Google it after we're done recording. Or after we're done this part. To see why the road to see if anybody knows why the road got blocked off again. Because it seems weird that it would go backwards like that. Because that seems like it would be tied to a quest somehow. Which doesn't really make much sense. That it would come back then, you know? Like, you would assume that it's like, oh yeah, after this quest is complete, remove all these instances of objects from the road. But I don't know what would cause anything to put them back, you know? Alright. Now poor Sledge is finally at peace. Yeah, he really didn't like fire. Like, really didn't like fire. Alright, let's see. How long have we been going for? Perfect. 58 minutes. Alright, so that'll be it for this part. Next part... I mean, we gotta go that way anyway. So yeah, we'll do stain removal because we need to do stain. We need to go through the deep fathoms to reach Road's End, to reach the Crimson Armory. So yeah, we'll be able to knock out those three and then see if they have other quests after them. But that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time for more.